30 years after Tupac Shakur was gunned down on the Las Vegas Strip, the jury that could decide who was responsible is beginning to take shape. Today, 15 prospective jurors were told to come back Thursday afternoon for the next stage of jury selection. This process began Monday with 75 potential jurors. Jury selection is expected to last through Friday. The court plans to select 12 jurors for alternates for this trial. Now, prosecutors claim that the man on trial for Tupac's alleged murder, Duane Keffe D. Davis, didn't pull the trigger, but orchestrated it, facilitated the killing, was even there in the Cadillac when the shooting happened. They claim that Tupac's killing was retaliation after Tupac, Suge Knight, others allegedly assaulted Davis's nephew. And some of the most important evidence against Keffe D? His own words, years of them. Police interviews, television documentary appearances, his own memoir in which Davis described his role in the events surrounding the shooting. Now, Davis has pleaded not guilty. His defense team says that the stories he told were just that they were stories, they were exaggerated or they were fabricated just to get money and attention. But when you put the legal arguments to the side, I want to bring in somebody who knew Tupac Shakur longer and better than most people. Ronald Brooks, better known as Money B, rapper, member of Digital Underground. You know, Tupac got his start with the group around 1990, first working as a roadie and then a backup dancer before getting his chance behind the mic, which launched his whole career. Money B joins me right now. Thank you so much for taking the time, sir. Appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
30 years, and now the only person ever charged, about to go on trial. How do you feel right now about that?
You know, I've always, well, what I wish is that all of this could have happened 30 years ago, right? You know, his mother isn't with us, and I'm sure she would have loved to know who killed her son, you know, and that's the one thing that really sticks with me about this whole thing.
Was it always suspected for a long time that Keffe D was involved or allegedly involved, or that he orchestrated it? Or when he got arrested, was it a shock and everybody's like, oh my gosh, where did that come from?
Well, no, he actually admitted it, right?
Yeah.
in his own book or whatnot. But my personal belief is that, you know, and the streets have talked for many years, is that the person that pulled the trigger is no longer with us. Right. Keffe D admitted that he was in the car with his nephew and others. So we have that story. But I also believe that once again, my personal belief is that there were other people and possibly other agencies involved in the killing of Tupac and allowing for the people that actually killed him to escape the way that they did.
Can you clarify that a little bit? Because, you know, through the years, it was, you know, they said that it was Keffe D's nephew, Orlando Anderson, who pulled the trigger. Then it was others say it was DeAndre Smith. Suge Knight says he saw who did it, but won't say it. What did you mean by that in terms of who pulled the trigger and who else might be involved?
Well, it's like you said, I've always heard that it was Orlando Anderson. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know any of these people involved. So, you know, I can't, what I say is not actually the truth, but this is what I've heard, right? And this is the story that's been going on. So if somebody who doesn't know any of these people, who wasn't there, who wasn't even around any of these goings on, if I'm hearing all of this, why can't the police take that information and solve the case like they would,
let me ask you,
any other time, I would say.
Let me ask you this. What was Tupac like? What was he like? You see the stories, you see the music, you see the, you know, the music videos. What was he like as a person?
Tupac was a very passionate person. He was probably the hardest working, or I always tell people he had his work ethic was like anything that I've ever seen. I haven't seen anyone with the work ethic like his, and he was super determined. Like he would not take no for an answer, and he would question. He was raised to question authority, and if he has a question, to ask it, not to hold his tongue.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.